Hey everybody, welcome to another Thingamajigger Thursday here at Tuso Acres, where we go over a unique or uncommon tool once a week. In today's episode, I'm going to show you what last week's mystery tools are and how they're used. Then we're going to take a sneak peek at next week's mystery tool. Then we'll take a look at this unique Starrett tool. And finally, I'll share one of my favorite tools with you. Let's get after it. All right, so we'll do the easier one first. And I'll tell you what, we had a guy nail this one dead on. I don't know if he said the name or not, but this is a reed deburring tool. Deburring as in you can take the burrs off the edge of a cut chunk of pipe. So this is 1.25 inch PVC. The way it works, so you got all these grooves here for different size pipes. And it's PVC, CPVC, basically any soft edged pipe or chunk of pipe. It's got a little cutting tooth down in here, and the shavings just fall out the back. You can see the edge of this pipe is still rough from when it was cut. You just snap your pipe into the corresponding slot there, and then you just rotate it. You can either rotate the tool or the pipe. That's it. And you get this really nice deburred edge, a little chamfer on it. It also has a square drive back here for a 1/2 inch ratchet if you want to be able to put a ratchet on it. Say you got a big 4-inch pipe sticking out of the ground or whatever, you can use this and use the ratchet and spin it around. So that's that. Now this one. I'll tell you, I have spent several hours trying to find exactly what it's for. And what sucks, or what's really crazy, is that the name is right on it. It says Utility Tool Corp SLM 500S, patented. So, you'd think with that available information, you could just Google it, right? Nope. Now, Utility Tool Corp or Corporation has been around, I think, from like the 30s or 40s, and Ripley Tool Company acquired Utility Tool Company or Corporation back in the 70s. And then there was a big fire in like early 2000s and they moved headquarters, but Ripley still sells Utility Tool Corp labeled merchandise. But I cannot find this exact tool. Now I will say this is a stripper of some sort. So there's 2 stripping teeth. If you look in the sides here, that black piece right there is a stripper tooth. And when you look inside there, you can kind of see it. Now these 2 teeth are at different spots. This one's a little deeper down than that one there. So this one here would catch first. Now this was my father's, and he was an electrician. He worked at a resort, did a lot, basically everything. But I don't think this is for electrical line. I think this is for coax of some sort, like a big coax. I did actually try it on like a 3 or 4 gauge or 3 or 4 gauge aluminum wire, and as soon as those teeth grab the metal, it boogers it up. So I don't think it's for actual wiring. Hopefully somebody else out there can help us out, because like I said, I simply wasn't able to find it. I even tried patent searches using the Utility Tool Corp name and Cablematic. They're another subsidiary of Ripley Tools. There's all sorts of tools that look similar to this on the Ripley Tool website, but not this one. Even the SLM isn't listed. It's nowhere to be found in their catalogs. I couldn't find any of the catalogs on the archive.org website. So anyway, I have this old coaxial type of a cable here, a chunk of something, I think an antenna, but I think it's supposed to go in there similar to that, and then as you rotate it, it strips the outer jacket, and then that other one would strip the inner jacket, because I don't know if you noticed, on the inside there, the upper cutting blade only sticks in about yay far, and then that lower blade actually goes to where the inner cable would be. So let's just keep trying it here. Probably not meant to do this like this. Or maybe it is, I don't even know. I'm gonna grab some pliers real quick, hold on. Okay, and I do believe that this funky looking end back here is for a power drive of some sort of socket. I think, again, I feel kind of silly about this, you know, posting this, that I know what it is when I really don't. So my apologies. So yeah, it is tearing it down and getting it down to that inner core. Let's just keep going. So the upper is cutting or stripping the outer layers, then the inner is tearing away the core. But really tearing it away, holy cow. Oh, and there is a stopper in there as well. It only goes down to about right there. And then there's an itty bitty little hole. You can barely see light through there. And it's not even, I don't know if the camera will be able to see this, but you see it's not even a circular hole. Kind of tore that up pretty bad. And this is just a copper coated aluminum center wire. Well, that's my best guess. So I'm gonna keep digging into this. Hopefully somebody out there has some personal information on this, personal experience with this tool. Again, Utility Tool Corp SLM 500S. So I'm not gonna put this into the completed bin until I know for sure, so it'll go with the stumper pile for now. I would appreciate anybody's insights into how that works, but I'm pretty sure that's the gist of what it's for. I just don't think I have the right wire for it. Maybe it's for fiber optic cable. Again, I'm just not 100% sure. So that'll be that for now. Now let's take a quick look at next week's mystery tool. And I have to admit, somebody asked about one of these a long time ago, month, maybe even a year ago now, I don't remember. It was about the time I started asking for suggestions, and I replied and I said I have one, I just kind of forgot about it, and this has been buried in a box ever since. So if you got an idea of what this is for or what it's called, throw something in the comments, and we'll be going over this next week. Now let's take a look at a really cool little Starrett tool. Let's see if the camera can read it. It just says LS Starrett Company, and then it's got a D on it. There's not even a number. Anyway, it's a Starrett tool. So it's hollowed out. You can see light through there, I think. Yep, you can see right through it. So this little bugger is called a pin vise, and you can use it with just about anything that'll fit in there. So this is just a little drill bit. You hold the chuck, tighten it down. Oops, sorry. You hold these two to tighten it. This actually spins on its own. It's meant to spin. And yeah, you got a little hand drill. Or you could use it with wire. You know, if you're working on a piece of wire and you need to direct it somewhere or something, or soldering, and that's why the hole goes all the way through it, so that the longer pieces of wire can fit in there. Well, this one's too thin. I wonder if this would be any good for TIG welding. Could hold your filler rod. I don't know. Anyway, and you know, a couple years ago, I started collecting Starrett stuff more and more and more. I really like Starrett. They're basically as good as it gets when it comes to the type of stuff they make. I heard just recently on the Tubal Cain or Mr. Pete, you know, the original Shop Teacher YouTube channel. Check him out if you haven't seen him. He does a mystery tool series as well. And he said something about Starrett basically selling out, like they're not an American-made company anymore. So they're just kind of following suit. Anyway, when I started picking up Starrett stuff, I asked my buddy for a book like this, and he loaned me his book, and then I found a book at an auction or a garage sale or wherever it was. And it's got everything in it. Oh, hey, don't forget to do that, please. Come on, take a second, do it right now. Cool thing though is it's got basically every single Starrett tool made in it. Now this is an older version, like the 80s, 70s, 80s, something like that, I forget, but Really cool, and if there's any interest in it, I'll do an episode where I drag out the bulk of my Starrett stuff, because there's some really interesting stuff. So, all right, so there's that. Now, I'd like to share a little unsung hero in the shop here. These guys. And I'm using these ones specifically. These are all Milwaukee's. I'm a DeWalt guy, but I do like Milwaukee tools, but their impact stuff is the best. I've tried them all. Out of literally thousands, this is just a very small sampling, not even half. Out of the thousands of attachments, 1/4 inch impact attachments, the Milwaukee's are easily the best. They hold up the best, they don't bend, they don't break. I just had my first, I think it was a 3/8 driver break on me. First one in, I don't know, 4 or 5 years since I've started getting them. You know, you get these chintzy ones with, or not with, but like Harbor Freight or Home Depot. Here, I believe, is a Makita. Yep, Makita's. I've broke almost every DeWalt one I've ever tried. So if you really like your 1/4 inch drive impact stuff, go with the DeWalt, or go with the Milwaukee's. You know, they're super handy. This is my favorite driver. The magnet is super strong, and their Phillips are the best. And it actually holds on to screws like it should. You know, you use these other ones, even like this one isn't even straight. It's already got a wobble in it. This one has never bent, and like I said, the magnet is super, super strong. It's almost strong enough to pick up a whole nother, yeah, see? So that's just off the tip of the Phillips, and it can hold that, so it can definitely hold a screw. So if you're in the market for that stuff, skip everybody else, go straight with the Milwaukee's. They do make the best as far as I'm concerned, I think. So that's it for today. Thanks for stopping in. I hope you all have a great weekend. I've got a lot of content coming out in the next couple days and the past couple days, and we'll see you next Thursday.